You're overseas, running on jet lag and bad airport coffee, and then you spot it, KFC. Feels like a safe bet. A little taste of home, right? But the moment you sit down, unwrap the burger, and take that first bite, it all falls apart. The chicken's somehow dry and soggy, the bun's collapsing like it missed the team briefing, and the fries, unseasoned, lifeless, a straight up crime against potatoes. Or maybe you're in the US, grabbing a bucket, expecting that familiar crunch, only to find it weirdly greasy, oddly dry, or somehow both at once. And that's when it hits you. Aussie KFC is actually kind of elite. It's not fancy, not gourmet, but way better than it has any right to be, especially compared to what's being served under the same red and white logo overseas. But here's the thing, it's not nostalgia, it's not home bias. There are real, tangible reasons why KFC in Australia is punching above its weight globally. From fresher ingredients and smarter kitchen practices to cultural habits and fierce competition. KFC Down Under is playing a whole different game. And in this video, we're breaking it all down, one crispy golden detail at a time. Let's start with the foundation of it all, the chicken. Because no matter how good your spice mix is, if the bird's no good, it's game over. In Australia, KFC uses 100% fresh, locally sourced chicken, and that's not just a slogan they slap on posters. It's supported by how tightly integrated the poultry industry is in Australia. Australia has one of the most efficient, vertically integrated chicken supply chains in the world. That means from farm to fryer, the entire process, the breeding, processing, and delivery, is handled domestically with minimal lag time. Fresh chicken is delivered to most Aussie stores multiple times a week, while in metro areas, the delivery is daily, particularly in high traffic areas. This allows staff to bread and cook the chicken on site. That step alone makes a massive difference in texture, moisture retention, and flavor. Now compare that to the US, a country where KFC has over 3,900 outlets, which, logistically speaking, is quite a challenge. In many American stores, especially in regional towns or lower volume areas, chicken arrives pre-processed and frozen or at least chilled. In some cases, it's even pre-breaded in a factory and then simply refried or reheated on site. What ends up happening is the crust doesn't bind as well and the meat loses juiciness. The result is something that technically resembles fried chicken, but doesn't feel or taste the same. And while we're talking prep, let's talk oil. No, not that oil, this one. KFC Australia uses canola oil, which is lower in saturated fat, has a neutral flavor profile, and holds up better at high frying temperatures. That means less greasiness and a cleaner, more consistent finish. In contrast, some KFC stores overseas still use blends of palm or hydrogenated oils, which can break down faster in the fryer and leave that heavy, oily aftertaste. So when Aussies say, our KFC just tastes fresher, they're not imagining it. From how the chicken is sourced, to how it's handled, prepped, and even fried, the Aussie process is simply closer to real cooking, not fast food assembly. As for the menus, Aussie KFC doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, it perfects the core items. The Zinger box, perfectly balanced. Wicked wings, crisp, juicy with that low-key spice hit. And then there are the rotating specials. The sliders, wraps, even cheesy bacon chips if you're lucky. This is where we really outpace places like the UK and the US. In the UK, chicken burgers are mid at best, chips are underseasoned, and menu innovation is minimal. In the US, they only got the Zinger burger, which was eventually dropped a few years later because people weren't vibing with it. No fresh prep, no crunch, just a sad, spicy sandwich. Meanwhile, in Australia, the Zinger is still hand-breaded in-store, giving it that proper crispy bite. Here's the behind-the-scenes part that gets overlooked. How each store actually runs. In Australia, KFC stores are held to stricter operational standards than in many other regions. We're talking regular quality audits, higher staff training requirements, and a stronger focus on food safety and consistency. In the US, there are thousands of KFC outlets, and the quality varies massively between states, even between suburbs. Some don't bread chicken on site. Some pre-cook it and leave it under heat lamps. Not ideal. In Australia, most stores still follow a cook-to-order model. Chicken is pressure fried in store, chips are cooked in small batches, and prep is done by well-trained crew. There's pride in the process here, and you can taste that difference. Another reason Aussie KFC is so solid is the fierce competition. We've got Macca's on one side, Red Rooster on the other, and a wave of fast casual joints like Grilled and GYG raising the bar across the board. If KFC was slacking, we'd move on. Aussies are loyal, but not that loyal. And the fast food market here is smaller, but higher quality than in the US, so there's no room to mess around. If your chips are soggy or your burger's a mess, people will absolutely roast you online, and the store down the street will win. So, to stay competitive, KFC Australia had to step up its game, and it shows. In Australia, KFC isn't everyday food, it's occasion food. You don't just swing by KFC on the way to work like it's coffee, you go when you're craving it. End of a long day, Friday night dinner, mid-road trip, or when you and your mates need something fast before a night out. Because it's a bit more once in a while, there's an expectation that it delivers. That zinger box better hit. Those chips better be hot. That cultural expectation feeds back into quality. When demand is high and customers are picky, stores keep standards tight. It's a feedback loop of excellence. And let's not ignore the nostalgia. For a lot of Aussies, KFC is tied to memories, school holidays, cricket games, beach days. That kind of emotional link makes you notice when it tastes off and appreciate it when it's spot on. Don't just take it from me, people from all over the world have noticed. Reddit threads are full of Americans and Brits who visited Australia and were shocked that fast food could be good. Quora is packed with people asking, why does KFC taste better in Australia? Even food YouTubers do comparisons and walk away saying, yeah, the Aussie one's better. So sure, it's not Michelin-starred dining, but if we're talking KFC versus KFC, Australia's version is more consistent, more flavorful, and frankly, more cared for than in most other countries. So, is KFC Australia officially the best in the world? Look, there's no Michelin star for fried chicken, at least not yet. But based on the ingredients, the prep, the consistency, and the way Aussies treat it like an essential part of the weekend, yeah, it's pretty clear we're not imagining things. While some countries are microwaving sad chicken patties and calling it lunch, Aussie KFC is out here hand-breading fresh zingers and seasoning chips like they're sacred. It's not just better, it's built different. But hey, we want to hear from you. Have you tried KFC overseas? Where did it flop and where, if anywhere, did it hold up? Drop your fried chicken travel tales in the comments, and if you reckon this video hit the mark, give it a like, flick us a sub, and ring that bell for more deep dives into Aussie food, business, and culture. Especially the stuff we take for granted but secretly do better than the rest of the world. Catch ya in the next one. And as always, stay curious.